They say you are the sum of the five people you spend time with. I don't really use that phrase. I've probably used it, but I don't use it that often, but I definitely believe it. Unfortunately, when you're on the path to success, there's going to be a pivotal moment you look around at the people that you spend time with, whether it's friends or even family and that, and you think to yourself, why are you not moving forward? Like, I'm not expecting you to have the same level of progress as me because, unfortunately, life is not fair. Not everyone can progress as much as the next person and that. But why are you not making the effort? Why are you making excuses? Why are you using the color of your skin as to the reason why you're broke? Or why are you relying on this government to fix your situation and that? So at some point in your life, when you're on the path to success, you're going to look around and think, why am I hanging around with these people? And then, you know what? You're just going to end up distancing yourself from these people. I'll ask you a question right now. The guys that you are friends with, let's say you're in a social circle and that. Think of 4 of them or however many there are in this social circle. Ask yourself this question. Would you want to be like them? If you died and came back to life, would you want to be one of them? If the answer's no, you got to cut down the time that you spend with these people. Because really and truly, you should be too busy to be hanging out with people, that often. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you should be working 6 days a week. You should be trying to put in 10, 12 hours a day. So that means you only have 1 day to spend with these people. You know what I'm trying to say? So there comes a point in your life where you get to a certain stage and you just look around at the people around you, especially when you develop my sort of mindset and no excuses. I don't make excuses. You're going to look at the people around you and just think, well, why are you not in this position? Or why can't I see some failures? Because you had tried to succeed. See, there's nothing wrong with failing in that because it means you tried to succeed. But there's certain people I know, they have no failures because they ain't tried nothing. And I've got a fucking problem with that. So it is true, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend time with. And if you hang around with millionaires, you hang around with 4 millionaires, you're going to be the 5th at some point. At some point. As long as they believe in you, they know you got that drive and that. If a man has got millions on millions, he'll say, yo, you know what? That business idea, come we try it. Let's see if this thing can work. If I met a bunch of millionaires and they brought me into their circle and we was parring hard and that, at some point they're gonna say, do you know what? Yeah, I heard you talking about building a bunch of flats and that. Let's buy this land and yeah, let's work together and that. So like I said, unfortunately, at some point in your life, you're gonna have to distance yourself from some people. It's for the greater good. And do you know what? Even if you don't distance yourself from people, let's say you don't have as much time to spend with them because you're working 12 hours a day or you're working on your business after work and that, they're going to just start looking at you sideways. They're going to get red eye. Oh, my man thinks he's better than us and that because he started this business. So it's just going to happen by default. Me personally, anyone that I've stopped hanging around with in the past, I ain't trying to reconcile any old friendships and that. If they come my way, they come my way. But if not, I'm not making no effort. The reason why we distance ourselves and the reason why we grew apart is because evolutionary, we're on different paths and that. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to try and rekindle some old friendship and that. If it comes my way, it comes my way. If not, because I've done that before. I've tried to and got back in contact with man. And then at some point, I'm like, why the fuck am I even still talking to this idiot? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's it, man. One thing I'm going to add, I was just about to upload this video. And when I put, like, the title of the video, so this video is going to be, you're going to have to drop man out or something like that. I was thinking, obviously, I heard the part in the beginning when I said not everyone can progress at the same time. So let's say like Jeff Bezos, for example, he had certain men around him that he just distanced himself from or whatever in it, yeah. Because more than likely they weren't moving forward, or even like Alan Sugar. But I guarantee you, even if Jeff Bezos' business took off as it did, yeah, same like Alan Sugar and that, if he had some brethren that was trying to progress and trying to build up their business and that, you're trying to tell me Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk or Alan Sugar wouldn't just sprinkle a little something on one of his brethren? Me personally, if I had some business here that was thriving, I was making some mad money. If I saw my brethren was making that effort, but I'll sprinkle a little magic on his thing, fam. There's no way. You think, imagine Jeff Bezos had a brethren here that, you know, he had, I don't know, some shop or whatever. You could see that the guy was putting his life into the shop and that. You're trying to tell me that Jeff Bezos wouldn't, you know, sprinkle a little magic on his brethren shop and say, you know what, fuck it. We're gonna buy you a bigger place and that we're gonna pay for advertising and that. You know what I mean? That's what happens. When people see you making the effort, they're gonna, you know, they'll invest their time in you. Yeah, a quick little story. So basically, I found my sister. So I had a sister. She's the same age as me, but also my dad's daughter. And what happened was, like, obviously we lost contact, and I didn't know what she looked like. I just knew her name. And when I came out of prison when I was 18, so I grew up my whole life without knowing her. When I came out of prison when I was 18, I said, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna go and find my sister. Cut the long story short, and I might make a proper full-length video about it. But yeah, I went to certain addresses and had to try and find my sister. And yeah, one family member that works for a certain organization and that did something they're not supposed to. They went into the database, searched my sister's name, sent me her details, and I went to the address at the age of 18 and I found my sister. She knew who I was, she knew man's name, but yeah, I went and found her and that. The reason why this family member did what they did and they could have got in trouble and that is because they saw that I was making the effort. I wasn't just doing some dumb little Facebook or MySpace searches at the time. I got my sister's birth certificate because you can buy people's birth certificate. You lot can buy my birth certificate. It's a public document, yeah? So I bought my sister's birth certificate. There were certain, obviously my dad's name was on it. There were certain addresses on it. I went to the addresses and I didn't get no luck. But when this family member found out about it, they decided to log on to the database. They could have lost their job doing that. And they gave me my sister's address and I went down there and I found her. That's because they saw I was making an effort. If I was just doing some little idiot Facebook searches or just 192.rasclark.com, which I did do as well, if I was just doing the little easy searches and that, they wouldn't have made the effort to help me find my sister and that. So that's what people will reward you when they see you making the effort, man.